All right, Algebra 1. We're going to start section 1.4, and basically this whole section is on your order of operations. So this is a concept that you have learned before, so we're just going to review some things, maybe add a few things that you haven't done yet. So first of all, starting off with our bell ringer here, we have two problems that are very common mistakes where students will mess up a negative sign. So if you look at this first one here, negative 6 squared just means that the 6 is squared and the negative is not. So the negative comes down. We have 6 times 6, which is negative 36. And the difference here is this example 2 has parentheses around the negative 4. So the squared sees everything, and it means there's two copies of negative 4. So negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that. That's one common mistake that I see a lot. All right. So, on your notes here, write down what do you use to remember order of operations. You'll probably remember this. And we use PEMDAS, or you probably remember that as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally or something like that. But basically what this means is we start off by doing everything inside parentheses. This can mean parentheses or brackets or braces, anything that looks like that. Then we moved on to exponents. Anything in the power gets done next. Then we did the multiplying and dividing, and then we did the addition and subtraction. And remember, multiplication and division are done at the same time, and addition and subtraction are done on the same step as well, okay? So those are just done left to right. So that may be another thing that we want to make a note of, is that these two are done left to right, and the same thing for these. Oh, I can't even see the bottom there. Same thing for these ones. These are done left to right. Okay, so we don't always add before subtracting. We just do them left to right however they appear. All right, so let's just go over a couple of examples here. So first up, nothing in parentheses, so we don't have to worry about that. Then we go on to exponents. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline what I'm doing in each step. So I'm going to do the 3 squared, and then I'm going to rewrite the entire problem and only do this part right here, okay? Because the biggest issue that I see with these type of problems is that students don't show enough work and then they end up making mistakes. So this is going to be 25 minus 8 times 2 plus, and then 3 squared is 9. So we did the exponents, then we do multiplying and dividing, again, however they appear. So I'm going to do 8 times 2. So I'm going to have 25 minus 8 times 2 is 16 plus 9. And now again I'm going left to right. So I'm going to do the subtraction before the addition here. And again, it's important that you do it that way, because if you did 16 plus 9 and got 25, and then 25 minus 25 and got 0, that would be a mistake. So we have to go left to right. 25 minus 16, when we subtract these, 25 minus 16 is 9. And then we have this other 9 right here, so plus 9. Last thing we'll do is add those together to get our final answer of 18. Okay? Next example. Again, no parentheses. So now we go into our exponents. And again, all we're squaring here is the 4. We are not squaring that negative sign, so make sure you just bring that down. So we're going to bring down 3 times 6 minus 4 squared is 16 divided by 2. So then we go on to multiply. Our next step is multiplying and dividing. Now we will do these left to right. So 3 times 6 appears first if we look at it left to right. So 3 times 6 is 18 minus 16 divided by 2. And again, I'm only showing one step at a time, and that's just very important, especially if you're making mistakes. Take your time, do one thing at a time, one thing each step, and just make sure that you're getting these correct. So now I move on to the next part, 16 divided by 2. So bring down the 18 minus 16 divided by 2 is 8. Last step, we just need to do this subtraction right here. 18 minus 8 is 10. Final answer. C, now we're bringing in some parentheses and brackets here. So we're going to start, when you see this, there's a set of brackets here, and then there's a set of parentheses. We always start on the inside and work our way out. So this will be, our first step is that 13 minus 7. So I'm going to bring down the 2, bracket, parenthesis, 13 minus 7 is 6, squared divided by 3, close the bracket. Now, inside the bracket now, I still have to follow my order of operations, so I need to do the exponents before I do the dividing. So bring down the 2, bracket, 6 squared is 36, divided by 3. And one more thing to clean that up, 36 divided by 3, bring down the 2. 36 divided by 3 will give me a 12. And then the last thing we need to do is just multiply those two. So 2 times 12 gives us 24. Okay, so there's your final answer for that one, 24. I'm trying to fit it all on one page. There we go. All right. Next, again, we have brackets and parentheses inside there. We're going to start all the way on the inside. So this 2 squared plus 1, and do the order of operations. We have to do the squared before we do the adding. And again, I'm recopying everything else. 5, bracket, 4 plus 3. 2 squared gives me 4. And then I'm going to bring down the plus 1 and all those brackets. Still inside the parentheses, we have to finish up cleaning up this set of parentheses. That is not completely simplified, so we got to go one more step here. So 5, bracket, 4 plus 3 times 5, bracket. All right, so this set of parentheses right here is all cleaned up now, so now we can start working out to these brackets. So outside with these brackets, we have two operations. We have addition and multiplication. We're going to do the multiplying first. Bring down the rest of it. 5, bracket 4, plus 3 times 5 is 15. And still one more thing that we need to do to get that set of brackets all cleaned up. We have to do this 4 plus 15. So 5, bracket 4 plus 15 is 19. And then the last thing that we need to do is just multiply these two. 5 times 19 gives you 95. Final answer. All right, next problem. What I want you to do is try this one on your own. So pause it, try it on your own, and see how you do, and then come back and check your answer. Okay, so hopefully you tried that on your own. I'm going to show you all of the steps that I have here with everything underlined. So first up, all the way on the inside, 16 minus 13 gives you 3. And then, still working on the inside, we have minus, and we have multiplying, and then we have a squared. So we got to do the squared next. So 3 squared gives you 9. Then we have our subtraction and multiplication, so we do the multiplying. 5 times 9 is 45. One more step to finish cleaning up the inside. 18 minus 45 gives you negative 27. And you can see all along I'm just bringing down the rest of the stuff. I'm just explaining what's happening in each step. Everything else just gets recopied. So now we have to do the exponent because we have addition, multiplication right here, and then exponent. Now, this problem you get a very big answer. You get a really big number. So I just wanted to point that out. If you got like in the negative 50,000s, you got the correct answer. So negative 27 to the third power is this right here, negative 19,683. So then we're going to multiply that by 3, and we get negative 59,049. 12 minus that gives us our final answer right there. So hopefully you got that, and if not, rewind, rewatch that section to see where you made your mistake. All right, last one, same thing, try it out, see what you get, and then check back with the answer. This one's multiple choice. So once you are done trying it, see if you get the correct answer. All right, so when I did it, I got the correct answer of A. Here's all my work that goes with it. I didn't underline the stuff, so hopefully you can see that. And if not, just let me know. So again, if you need to go back through any of these problems, go ahead and go back through them. And if you have any questions or anything that you want me to go over in class, just let me know.